Hello friends, this is a small setup that we made in our uh, farmland. Uh, that's a kitchen and a room for staying my people here who they take care of this farm. And these are the mustards. We have a lot in this year. This is commercially grown for selling in mandis, and very soon within next 15 days this will go to mandi. Here are some experimental things where we have a lot of things like celery, green leaf lettuces and others. I will show you later. And today we are going to make this Kale Saag completely in Bengali style. Some ingredients are missing, so I will not put them. Will come in details on recipe. From here we have collected few potatoes for our today's recipe. Let me show you. We have collected tomatoes for the recipe. There are a lot of tomatoes, you can see. It's a good yield we have got of tomatoes this year. This is the area where we have grown a few kales without using any chemical pesticide or chemical fertilizers. So kales are not that much grown. I have collected few kales from here and get them washed. Few green peas from this field. We have lot of green peas for our own use. Collected few garlics from this field. The center patches for garlic. Let me hunt for few brinjals. Brinjals are these days almost gone. We might get few. Let me show you a brinjal tween. This tween is around 30 days of old age. So we are not going to use this tween now for our today's recipe. Let me check if I can get some more. Yes, few good brinjals are here. I'll collect this, and one is enough for today's recipe. This is the brinjal what has been collected. Going back to the kitchen, and this is where we're growing wheats for this year. Kales have been chopped earlier, so here we washed it twice. Brinjals for this dish is ready. Cut it into small pieces, and these are the lower part of the kale stem, which I keep separately because they need more cooking time. Red chilies, green chilies, crushed garlic, and potatoes. Let me take you to the kitchen where we are going to prepare our kale ki saag today. Kale saag. This is a small setup. I myself take my food over here. Let me wash the oak properly with some boiled water, because here uh, everywhere there is soil. Till not the floor is pakka, it's soil floor, and all these are hangings over here. It's a good storage system. We are coming with the furnitures. We'll make it over here. Till now we haven't got them. Got a good mystery too. Missing ingredients were tomatoes, which I just picked up and will cut it into small pieces. The water is getting boiled. I'll throw them out to wash it properly. So let me start the cooking. We'll add some sarson ki tel. A tablespoonful of sarson ki tel. Let it get heated. First go with green chilies. Next is jeera. Normally we add panch foran, but as today I don't have panch foran, so I'm using jeera only. Red chili is almost burnt, so the flavor is there. I will add some garlic, crushed garlic and green chilies more. Seasoning is almost done. Garlics are getting burnt, so let me put the lower skin of the tail because it takes some time to get softened. This has a lot of fiber, so I don't want to avoid them. Lowering the flame and cover it for a few minutes. We'll add a pinch of salt to it as I want them to be soft and quicker. So kales are slightly softened now. I'm going to put the potatoes in it. We'll add a bit more salt to it. One has to take a track of how much of salt you are mixing in each step. We use very less oil in our food, so it may stuck to the button. I don't mind. So potatoes and the hard kale skins are mixed now. We'll put the cover again for some time. All this is a very slow cooking method. Now the garlics are burnt properly and potatoes are under control. I'm going to put the brinjals in it and the tomatoes. Going to mix them well. No need to put another pinch of salt because salt are already there. Normally we put salt with tomatoes, but here I'm avoiding that. Let me get it cooked for 3 to 4 minutes. We are at low flame. We'll cover it and then keep it for 3 to 4 minutes. This is what the brinjals are almost melted after 4 minutes of covered cooking. Now I'm going to add some turmeric to it. This is basically used for color and a good antiseptic too. A pinch of jeera powder to it. I'm going to add a little bit of water on it. Before adding the water, I should up the flame to full. Why I'm adding water is that this is very less oil. It's not getting this steam that much. This water is not required after some time when I put the kales, because kale will have a lot of moisture in it. Let me cook it for 1 or 2 minutes again, covered, putting this gas in sim. Now after 2 minutes, this is like this. Now I'm going to add the kales, putting the flame on high again. Chopped kales, so not enough space, so I need to wait for some time. To get the kale shrinked. Let me steam it and cover it for 1 minute. Then I'll put the rest of the kales in it. So this is the status after 1 minute of covering it. I'm adding the kales. I have taken a bit high amount of kale today, as there are 3-4 members from farm. They're going to eat it. And kale is a nutrition superstar due to almost of vitamin A, K, B6 and C, calcium, potassium, copper and manganese. It contains 1 cup of kale has just 33 calories and only 7 grams of carbohydrate. So it is very good for the diabetic patients too. They can have it. But in case of diabetic patient, you can avoid putting potatoes. But if you are not taking rice or roti with it, the potatoes are always welcome to give you the minimum values of carbs that a diabetic patient to require every day. But if you are taking rice and roti, then potato is banned for you. I'm adding few more salt to it, so you can see the moistures that coming out from kale. Mixing it well as I mix the kale. Additionally, flame is at the top. I'm going to steam it again. And cover it. The lid is not properly pressed, so all the nutrients and steam will be inside. Now I think it is ready after 2 minutes of covered cooking and low flame. Yes, this is ready. Let me check whether the potatoes are been well cooked. Yes, so the kale is ready. I'm not going to cook it too much, as it will loses all its property. So this is Kale Saag, which is lunch for today. Yeah, I normally don't take rotis, chapatis or rice. Just put it in high flame and mixing it for some time. The more finely you chop, it'll be better. As you can see, the kales over here. So that's all for today. Thank you. Have a great lunch. If you want to make it in proper Bengali style, you can put panch foron and daler body on it. But it's just a healthy cooking. Hence I haven't used those, which, yeah, obviously panch foron I don't have, but daler body I normally avoid, that it soaks more of oils. Thank you very much.